listening to the Fun Never Ends podcast with Metalhead Nelson.
Brutal old Brett. Hey, welcome to the Fun Never Ends podcast. I am your Metalhead Nelson. With me is Brutal Brett. How you doing, Brutal Brett?
I'm doing pretty brutal this week. It's brutal out there.
Yes, it is. It's very brutal. How brutal is it?
So brutal that I'm slowly losing my mind.
Oh, man. Yeah, I get you. It's December, it's the end of the year, and, shit.
I think it's the fact my birthday is always the same week as Christmas that I'm just like, It's not only getting older, it's getting older, and then most people get things that are really good around the same time that you're born as well. So it's just like, goddamn, I can't have it.
And double or nothing.
Hey, as a Jew, being born Jewish, I don't know, whatever. But the first day of Hanukkah is my birthday this year.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So triple the presents, huh?
To all the Jews out there, light the menorah, spin the dreidel, and light it up for 8 crazy days.
Yes, as Adam Sandler would say, 8 crazy nights.
That leads into the topic of today's episode, which is
our favorite theme songs from movies and TV. So we've picked out our top 5 movies and TV. So loosely. So these are our favorite theme songs from those films and shows. So we're gonna just go back and forth at it and kind of shoot the shit on around it. So
this may or may not be improvised off the top of our head.
Some of the shit might be improvised. Some of the shit, but yeah, it's some of this shit's gonna be on the fly. We're just gonna wing some of this shit. So,
question: can slogans be added in?
By slogans,
J.G. Wentworth.
Okay, we're gonna go.
No.
Okay. Why don't we go commercials as well? We'll go commercials.
I think I know more jingles than I do theme songs at this point.
Well, all right, we'll go TV shows, jingles from commercials, and movies.
This just sounds like we're actually entering into a Manic episode.
Well, I will start with the first one. Ways World, party time, excellent.
You know what? Does Bill and Ted count then as well?
Absolutely, my good man. Whoa. I'm Bill S. Preston, Esquire, and I'm Ted Theodore Logan. Together we're Wild Stallions.
I just had the weirdest and worst idea that can come to mind.
This might turn into a movie quote episode.
I was going to say, what if there was a Bill and Ted Wayne's World crossover?
It would sound something similar to this. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Wayne. Whoa. Let's find out what's going on. Yeah, right. As if that would work, Ted. I like to play. I don't think Bill and Ted's up for this. Well, Captain Logan.
Would it be them traveling back to discover rock?
Well, you guys can use the phone booth, but we're just gonna.
They don't call the TARDIS for nothing.
I wonder what number those guys are thinking of. 69, dudes.
And I just realized the title of this could be called Manic Episode. God damn it.
It's gonna be called themes, manic themes, and quotes.
A manic episode.
Oh man, it's super manic. It's gonna be super manic.
Super manic episode of themes and quotes.
I'll just put a super manic episode of etc.
Wow, they haven't had an episode in a while. I wonder what's happening. Title shows up super manic episode.
Here's the part where we insert the title. Insert now. Boing.
They did it! They said the thing!
They said it! They did it! They did it! Ah. We're gonna have to take it to the back and shoot it.
Okay, it's just a side note before I bring up the next theme song. Are you someone who likes when, like, there's that pause and they're just like, they say the movie title and then, like, the, music plays?
You're gonna have to give me...
Avengers Assemble. And then it's just, like, the Avengers theme song where it's just like, who are you? I'm an S-Man. I'm an X-Man.
That just reminds me of
Winter Pass.
That just reminds me of freaking, what the hell is it called? Oh, Anchorman, where it's like, news team, assemble! We've been standing here the whole time.
But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's so cheesy when they're just like, title of movie, and then it's just like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
And they always look at the camera just like, who are you?
It could be worse. It could be like Beverly Hills 90210, where they're all just like glaring at the TV screen the whole time the whole fucking intro goes through.
But there was also that joke that's just like every mid-2000s TV show where it's just like, what are you going to do after this? I don't know. I think I need to find myself. And then it's like, In the End by Linkin Park plays as they walk away, and it's just like showing the building.
Oh my god, that would be perfect.
What are you going to do now? Whatever the hell I want. 'Cause in the end, it doesn't even matter.
And then they come back with Crawling.
Should I do that for karaoke?
Hey, if we have it, why not?
Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will. Are you okay? You're really letting it out, right?
It's crawling in his skin.
These wounds they will not heal, man.
Come on. All right, what one you got, man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does anything a spider can.
Well, there's that, but I'm talking about the guitar one.
That one.
Was the 90s just a bunch of like power metal guitarists getting paid to just...
Think about like Batman. Like if you're watching like the cartoon, let alone, or the movie. Come on, you think about the intros, like the Batman theme. Come on, how guitar playing is that? But then it's Danny Elfman doing the theme for Batman. So, but if you're listening to Power Glove, you can get the power metal version. So
Power Glove. Did you see the movie about the Power Glove? Is that what you're referring to as well?
No, Power Glove, the band.
There's also a movie about the product, the Power Glove.
No, not
because it was a product which was introduced for Nintendo.
Ah, you mean the one from Super Smash Brothers, don't you?
No, there's actually like an 80s toy from Nintendo called the Power Glove.
Oh, wow.
Look it up. Dude, we're going to do the Joe Rogan. Let's bring it up. Let's do the research.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
It's going to blow your mind, one, what it looked like, and two, just like how out of place it was for that timeline. And that's what I knew you were referring to.
Oh, wow. Holy fuck.
There's a whole movie about it as well.
This was for NES?
Yeah. And it looks so ridiculous, right? Like, you type on it.
Yeah, it looks weird, man. I'm looking at this on eBay. You can find it on eBay. NES system, Nintendo Power Glove, controller with sensor bar, untested.
For like $200.
No,
still.
This one's $150 with $10 shipping.
That's a pretty good deal, honestly.
What? It's like, okay, it's the glove. It's a glove that makes you look like Mega Man or RoboCop. RoboCop, that's another good theme from the movie. Yeah. RoboCop. We'll get back to that. But if you look at this, if you look at the glove, it's a great kind of like rubber, kind of a silicone glove with like a black attachment with like something that's probably like a hose that goes to where your wrist would be. If you're looking at your watch kind of thing, it's got this thing where it's like it's a controller that's on there. Think of a Nintendo controller on the glove, but you gotta hold your arm up and kind of like maneuver that way. It looks funky, man. It's like a biker. It's like a gym glove with a strap and the whole thing with the
And then now you need to Google Power Glove movie premise. The premise is even.
Hey, you can find one with no sensor for $70. Oh, that's
I would just wear it. I would wear it as an everyday accessory.
Well, what are you gonna do with the controller cord?
Cut it.
Yeah. I can't imagine walking through like, hey guys.
One of the quotes from the movie Power Glove is the Power Glove. It makes me feel so evil.
Oh God. Let's see. See about the movie. Power Glove movie. It's called The Wizard.
Yes, it is.
Is that? Oh, with Fred Savage.
Yes.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
This is blowing your mind now, isn't it?
I'm going to have to watch it, but the only way I can watch it is fucking YouTube, but I have to pay for it.
I will find a link and I will send it to you. Because it is. Or if anything, the best clips are on YouTube for free.
Well, if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to watch it.
Alright, I'm going to look up some quotes from this. This is now becoming a Power Glove movie.
No, we'll have to save the quotes for... I mean, you could do some quotes, but I don't know much of the movie to really enjoy
the context.
Yeah.
I love the power. Oh, that's what it is. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
My God. The things that Nintendo comes out with, I mean...
The story of the film is a special kid named Jimmy who wants to travel to California to put pictures of his dead sister in a dinosaur.
Oh my God. Well, what's next? He's going to be playing Duck Hunt?
I mean... This is also the same timeline where the original Super Mario Brothers movie is from.
Hey, I like that Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
Yep.
And then Dennis Hopper.
It truly does not make sense. That movie is going to be better than the new Mario movie.
Koopa!
That necessarily, it doesn't have a theme song, but the music in that Mario movie, top notch.
Name? Mario. Name? Luigi. Luigi? No, Luigi Mario. Oh man, you gotta love that movie. I feel like I've heard reviews from different people about that movie that certain people didn't like it. I love it.
It's like watching an acid trip.
I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, that movie was good.
It's good. Apparently, so many people got injured on the set of it.
Oh wow, are you serious?
I watched a documentary, and like John Leguizamo was drunk the whole time while filming it.
Oh, that made a lot of sense.
And like would fight people on set.
He thinks he's Mario. He's gonna shoot fireballs.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a plumber from an undisclosed location.
Another good one, I really think, is Mortal Kombat.
That goes without saying, though. That's not.
But
is that a video game theme song, though, or a movie, though?
They're both the same.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same, but it feels
Yeah.
like you're walking into a freaking techno club. Sub-Zero, come here!
Finish him! Flawless victory!
Shang Tsung wins.
Flawless. See, this is what I mean. I feel like our heads are just filled with things like this and Logan and like, what happens to the most important stuff though? Why do we have slogans and theme songs in our heads?
Okay, so with me, so everybody has different knowledge of different shit. Like how, you know how people are into like baseball, football, and soccer, and people know about cars and stuff like that. I know jack shit about like baseball players, football players, and basketball players. You know what you asked me? You asked me about gear, guitars, drums, bass. I'll tell you the whole shebang. I'll talk about movie quotes. I can go about movie quotes all damn day. It annoys some people that I can recite a whole damn movie.
We go to school for 18 years of our life. Where does most of that knowledge go?
It's still there when you really need it. It'll show up, but God.
I can't do geometry.
I ain't gonna do geometry. I didn't make it that. I stuck with no.
I got a C- in geometry because I'm like, why the hell am I gonna prove that it's a triangle? my brother in Christ, it's a triangle.
This guitar pick, it's part triangle.
Like when you have to do proofs and shit, I'm just like, well, what do I need to prove?
It's either obtuse or acute.
If I had a time machine, I would just go back. Look, just write. I don't have to prove anything to you. You'll get an A.
90 degrees. 45.
Right, you didn't prove anything because nothing's real. We're in the Matrix. There's a camera built into this triangle. I repeat, there's a camera built into this triangle.
Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle. Everything's gonna get lost in there.
Well, I will say King of the Hill theme song. Definitely up there.
My brother-in-law can play that on guitar.
I looked it up once and I tried to play it, but it actually requires a decent amount of skill.
He can play it and like spot on the whole freaking song. Fucking badass.
See, that's what I mean. That's a song that doesn't have lyrics, but it's just
the
Doug's theme song.
Oh yeah.
And then it has a crazy guitar solo. Another guitar solo.
I thought it was like, man, I haven't heard that song in a long time. I feel like it was more like freaking whistling at one point too.
Yeah, it's just like do 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 do, and then
let's see what other good theme songs, man. Oh, the Munsters, not it's the original Munsters theme song.
Oh, that's just because it's groovy as hell.
So is Sanford and Son, the theme song.
Does Addams Family count? I mean, I guess that's on trend now for the new show.
Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, Animaniacs.
I was just about to say that. Animaniacs.
The Monkeys. But is that
Looney Tunes?
Too old?
Looney Tunes. Can't go wrong with that. I don't know why I was thinking about the old Batman with Adam West. Inspector Gadget.
I feel like there's a common thread between like all of these theme songs, and it's not just because they're theme songs as the common thread. Oh yeah,
The theme song of all theme songs, if you grew up in the 90s, Power Rangers.
It still brings me to tears these days.
Still one of the best, in my opinion. I mean, I can't really play that. But you think about it, the one for the TV show, the original Mighty Morphin, I think it was more guitar all the way up until they got to like Lost Galaxy. I think after Lost Galaxy, it was like all something else. It wasn't even guitar anymore.
That sounds like no, music is coming back to guitar music again. Or is it all just programmed guitar, and what I think is guitar is just a synthesizer?
Who knows? Another good one was America's Funniest Home Videos with Bob Saget.
What was the theme song?
Let me see if I can.
Because I'm trying. I guess one of those shows where I would just look at like the videos playing during it.
I'll have to find it later and send it to you.
Does Jeopardy count as a theme song?
Yeah, I would think so. But I'd have to go with Weird Al. I lost on Jeopardy.
Let's see. Curb Your Enthusiasm, just because it's used so often now.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. It might be just a bass line, but Seinfeld.
That and Curb just use it. Arrested Development. That's a great one.
What else has a great one? Oh man, now I'm trying to think. I'm drawing blanks here. Ghostbusters. You can't go wrong with Ray Parker Jr. Who you gonna call? Ghostbuster.
But then would you say the same of a movie like, well, I guess Rocky Horror is a musical to some degree.
Yeah, we're gonna do the time warp again.
Labyrinth as well.
Oh, Labyrinth with David Bowie?
Yeah, I was just going to say that's just David Bowie being David Bowie and stealing a child and wanting to marry the child.
God. That movie, I remember seeing it when I was a kid. I was like, what the fuck was the name of that one? Because I never knew the name. Later on, as I got older, I was like, man, what was that name of that movie with David Bowie?
Stealing a kid and wanting to marry.
Oh, there's...
Dark Crystal.
Gargoyles.
Street Sharks.
Oh, man.
DuckTales.
DuckTales was a good one. What's another good one? Oh,
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Three's Company.
Zaboomafoo.
Let's see.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. You can't deny the Bill Nye. Whenever that would come on.
The Pokemon theme.
Yeah, but that's kind of universal.
Yeah. Johnny Quest.
What was that?
The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Oh, come on. Yes. If can Hanna-Barbera just have its own category? Because every Hanna-Barbera theme song is just next level. And every Hanna-Barbera show just deserves praise in general.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Oh, man. And then going through different jingles. You can go through different jingles.
It's my money and I need cash now.
J.G. Wentworth, it's your money. Use it when you need it.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Man, I'm trying to think.
Hot Pockets.
Oh, God.
When you're here, your family.
When you're here, your family. It's a baby bottle pop, baby bottle pop.
Capri Sun Extreme.
Oh man, I'm trying to think here.
There was also that one game where you like would put a like metal ball into a rubber band and like try to hit it into the next person, and it had like some crazy theme song back in the 90s. I forget what it's called.
I don't know. Sounds like a slingshot to me.
It kind of was to some extent.
Slinging around like.
Oh, I know. Sock bobbers.
More fun than a pillow fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do for karaoke this year? I'm gonna do the Sock Boppers theme song.
Well, how does it go?
Sock Boppers. More
fun than a pillow fight. Just loop that for like 5 minutes straight.
There has to be more. My brain is just mush.
Same. I'm drawing blanks, to be honest with you. In this case, let's go with wrestler themes, entrance themes. Let's go with that, shall we?
Danhausen.
The Danhausen.
Well, the new one, because it's just switching tongues.
Oh my god.
Aleister Black. Brody King being his own band.
Who has the new theme? I think Samoa Joe has the new theme. Code Orange.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, like if you think about like the Dudley Boys theme song or the Hardy Boys theme song.
I mean, I know one of those wrestlers has a band that's pretty good. They're like what band is it? It's not Stained. I know it starts with an S. Is it not Seven Dust? Is it Seven Dust?
I don't think so.
Who? Someone in the WWE, or they're the vocalist for a band that starts with an S, I think.
Oh, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you.
Are you Googling?
It's like, let's look that up, shall we?
WW, not PayPal, WWE, band singer, Chris Warren, the band Broken. No, that's not what I want. 5 best in WWE history. Let's see.
Yeah, we're looking this up.
Mickey James. Nope, that's not it. Zack Ryder. Nope. John Cena was in a band?
No, God.
Oh, Fozzy. I was thinking of the band Fozzy.
Yeah, Jericho's band.
Yep, because they're actually okay, and they're on Century Media.
Yeah, and I've seen them once.
How were they?
They were good. They were really good. So I saw them at Bank of California Stadium. This was 2019, September. Raven was the opening band. And then Raven, Fozzy, Iron Maiden.
Fozzy opened for Maiden?
Yes.
I didn't know that Fozzy were like on that level. Shit.
Yeah.
Jericho's got pipe though.
Yeah, he does. That was the first time seeing. I mean, I've met him twice before, but seeing him like sing live, I've heard stuff like covers that he's done. Yeah, and he's got good pipes.
Yeah, I mean, Century Media, they're one of the best metal labels currently still.
Yeah, so it's all good, man.
Trying to think what else. Sorry, noses. The cold weather, and I'm not trying to just go up and like grab a tissue in the middle. I know what. This is not a visual podcast.
Yes, this is not a visual podcast. This is all audio, and that's what you're listening to.
But the fact that Metalhead Nelson and myself do this via video ourselves, so you get in your headspace that it's just like, oh no, you there are certain things you cannot do because you're on video, such as go and blow your nose.
You can't do that on a video because people will say, well, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, I guess I kind of explained what I just said. Damn it! Oh,
you did what you done did it, and you didn't do it.
Another category, anime. Anime has some of the best theme songs.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of anime has a lot of guitar work.
Oh yeah.
A lot. Like One Piece has some, Naruto has some,
Dragon Ball Z.
Man, I forgot how that intro went. It's been a while since I've seen DBZ.
I feel like I think G Gundam had one as well.
Gundam?
Mm-hmm. One of the Gundams. There's so many Gundams that my thing was, if it has a giant robot fighting another giant robot, I watch it.
Oh yeah?
Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
I don't know how that theme goes.
It's kind of just more like bass driven and funk, but it's so damn good.
I'll have to listen to that because I don't remember.
I've been watching. Whenever I try to just pass out or just enter chill mode at night, my go-to has just been, all right, what's an anime that I haven't watched? I'll just keep it on and wake up to it.
Put the sleep timer on?
No sleep timer. Fall asleep to, and I don't do it in English. I do it with the subtitles only, so I'm just falling asleep to Japanese.
Yeah, I can't do that with sub. I can only do that with dub. Then again, I fall asleep anyway. And
that's the reason.
And for those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'll go Shark Tank on this.
There is that is perfect sleep show.
I actually like that show.
You know what? Because we're running out of theme songs because our brains are actual mush. What are sleep shows that you have as well?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I could fall asleep to anything. It could be like my favorite TV show or my favorite movie, whatever it is. If I'm tired, I'm knocking out.
Come on, that's cheating. That's just like, oh, you're tired as this. What is something that you put on that you know will help put you in a relaxing state so you can sleep? For me, some reason it's SpongeBob SquarePants.
I don't have any actually, because if I need to fall asleep, I don't put anything on.
You'll just fall asleep.
I'll just fall asleep.
I'm envious of that, and I was gonna say you're a psychopath for that, but then I realized I'm the psychopath who can't do that, and that's why it's just like, wait, that's actually normal just to be able to fall asleep rather than putting on white noise, putting on a sleep eye mask thing, and sometimes in the past I've had to put in earplugs just because I can't stop damn brain from thinking.
I've when I used to travel, I would go from LA to Vegas. Of course, sometimes I'd fly if I could find a cheap flight out of Ontario or LAX. I think one time I was lucky enough to find a Southwest flight one way for only $40, and I jumped on it from LAX to Las Vegas, and I jumped on it.
It's cheaper than any gas.
Put it this way. This was was, I forget how many years ago, but it had to be maybe about 7 years ago.
Still cheaper than gas.
7 years ago, I want to say, the company work took us to Vegas. They paid for our room for CES.
Was it for,
it was for CES.
About that.
They took everybody. I mean, they paid for everybody, the whole company, but you had to find yourself to get there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm in. And I was like looking around for flights, and I found one for $40 out of LAX, and I jumped on it. Coming back, I took Megabus coming home.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of the cheapest routes as well.
Oh,
it's annoying.
I love Megabus. After that, I started taking Megabus back and forth. It was between that and Bolt Bus. Bolt Bus is owned by Greyhound, so but
I wish it's just as good as like a train now.
Exactly. I take the train everywhere. I used to take the train everywhere. Jump on Amtrak and MetroLink and go to San Diego. My wife did that.
It's cheaper than gas, and it takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it. The views you get to see.
Oh yeah, 3-hour train ride, and if you're going business class, dude, free snacks, free drinks, free alcohol. Pay the extra money, you get leg room and you get comfort. You sit in the unreserves. Good luck.
I haven't taken just San Diego is not a place that is very welcoming to me these current years.
Yeah.
That's just because I used to live there, and that's the end of that story. But no, just taking the train down there beforehand, it used to be like one of my favorite things to do, because it's like, I don't know, a different type of travel that feels current but also antiquated.
Because of old memories?
No, antiquated just because it's like one of the second modes. Well, no, it predates cars, the railroad system. But the way in which they've upgraded it is where it's like you feel like you're on an airplane to some extent.
Yeah, but the constant stopping.
God, it's terrible.
It's annoying.
That's what I don't understand. It's just like, why do they make so many stops for a train?
Different. I guess they have to put so many stations in, I guess. But there are some stations that they do not stop at.
It should be just major metropolitan areas.
But they want to make it so everybody can get to work. It's like taking the Starlight train to Seattle. I've never taken it.
I don't even know what it is.
So it's another. So Amtrak's, they all have their different name. If you're going to take the one that's going to San Diego or Santa Barbara, it's the Surfliner. It's a Pacific Surfliner. What did I just call it? What was the name?
Starlight.
The Starlight train.
Starlight.
I think that one is a sleeper train that takes you all the way up to Seattle.
I've always wanted to do a sleeper train just because I watch videos of it on YouTube.
They have one where you can get your own little room and such. My God, some of these shits are expensive.
But they look so cool.
Yeah.
Like the amenities that's what I'm talking about, is where it's an antiquated system, train, railway, but the way that they've made and given amenities to it, it's more modern than anything else now.
Way more modern. It's like,
then again, sorry, I'll let you
go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's sleeper buses now, I believe, as well.
Oh, okay.
Where they have kind of like a loft system.
I can see that. Like, you're at that point, you might as well just. You know how people can turn like the Sprinter vans into freaking like mobile homes?
I watch too many videos of that stuff. I don't understand it. I
know a few people that have done it. George Lynch, who played in Dawkins, he's got one that's like that, and he tours with it.
They always do such crazy builds where it's just like, oh yeah, I have like a Tempur-Pedic bed, and I have like full Wi-Fi internet and a hot shower that drains out underneath it, and I'm just like, how?
Well, I mean, it does sound cool. How do you put it together? I mean, it's like it's your budget RV.
True.
So,
and some of the TikTokers, YouTubers that I see that do it, the way that they built it out, they have like a full kitchen as well in like just regular van.
That's pretty dope, to be honest with you.
Like they have a stove, they have an oven, they have a like kitchen sink, and I'm just like, in such a confined space like that.
Man, you really have to like measure everything.
It makes me wonder, would I ever be able to be that minimalistic? The answer is no, because you and I both collect records.
Yeah, I got a decent amount of records. I've had them they're in like my closet. My record player is up here, but I haven't had the time to really dig into my records and listen to them.
No, same here. It'll be like once in a blue moon, I'll be like, oh, I'm in the mood to actually put this on, and And then once it gets to time to flip it over to the B side, I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this.
Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject of record, there might be a giveaway sometime next year that we might do with records and CDs if anybody is interested. So
go on.
We might put a little giveaway together. And if you subscribe to our podcast, and the YouTube is now Fun Never Ends Podcast. You can go onto YouTube, type in Fun Never Ends Podcast, you'll see it, pop it, and there it is. Subscribe to the channel. Of course, there's very little video, but it's all pretty much audio that you can listen to on the Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Pod, yeah, everything.
They're doing podcasts now?
Google has podcasts. It's for Android. It's the Android one.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's so. But we'll do that sometime later on.
I'm willing to put you do a metal one, I'll do oddball, or vice versa. Either way,
we're gonna get the website running a little bit more, and we'll figure out a way to do more. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do maybe like 2, something like simple and stuff, and get it out. The more you subscribe, the more you listen, the more chances that you subscribe. You take a screenshot that you did, contact us, and we'll go from there.
And because I like a recurring bit, the more Manic episodes that you'll get.
Oh, yeah. Hey, maybe there might be a guitar pick giveaway, multi-guitar pick giveaway, maybe even a t-shirt if you really want a t-shirt.
T-shirts of any kind are always welcome, and they should always be.
Can't go wrong with the t-shirt. I mean, it's pretty much walking advertisement.
That, and the way the culture has been, anything that, whether it's a slogan or not, ironic t-shirts are now in again. It's like they were in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Same with hats, too.
Oh, yeah. I saw one that says, I love the IRS at a concert I went to on Saturday.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
To love the IRS?
Nah, I don't know about that, but it's still like walking advertisement. I mean, shit you find on hats and t-shirts these days? Like the funniest ones that you can find at the mall.
I follow a page on Instagram called Good Shirts, and if I could read some of these to you, you would be like, why? Who is making that?
I've seen shit on shirts that you'd question yourself. You're like, what the fuck? Really?
One that I saw today was, I wish harmony for those who wish harm on me.
Yeah, that's funny, alright. Oh my God.
It's things like that. And then another one, instead of PlayStation, it said Pain Station.
Pain Station? Oh God, that's pretty funny.
I've just been coping with the holidays with the worst memes possible.
What do you meme?
Alright, well, I found, you've watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, right?
No, can't say that I have.
Then the reference I was gonna make would go over your head.
Yeah, it would.
Let's see. I unfortunately have most of the memes saved. What did I?
So I've got a meme right here. It's a photo of broccoli. Broccoli is said to be good for joints. So here goes. Yeah, I don't have much meat. Go ahead.
Most of the ones I have are incredibly nonsensical. Meet my family where the loudest person wins and the logic doesn't matter, and it's just a picture of Jim Carrey.
God. Yeah, I've got nothing when it comes down to memes, really.
It's just another one's a picture of like those the like matrix layout and everything where it's just like the green numbers and letters.
Yeah.
It just has an arrow and it says you are here.
You are here.
It's like, damn it. Another one is just a picture of the main character from Minecraft, and it says feeling blockish today.
Feeling-ish?
I don't know. For me, it doesn't need to make sense. It just is, absurdist humor is what gets me.
Oh, yeah. So, I've got a thing called Poddex. If you haven't checked out Poddex and you're a podcaster, Poddex, it's like an interview deck. I just gotta try to, like, make this a little bit more an addition. Like, I'll do maybe a 5. Let's say, okay, Brutal Brett. What's one bad habit you're trying to get rid of?
Overworking myself. I just keep going until I eventually just crash and burn myself. Okay. That was probably way too... That's probably not a funny answer. On the funny side, a habit that I'm trying to get over is talking too much.
Talking too much? Well, I don't find that, like, bad. I don't find that bad. I mean, it's good for, like, platforms like these, for sure.
What about yourself? What's yours?
Bad habit. Oh, man. Good question. I gotta think about that one.
To tie on mine, one of the most common phrases I've been told throughout my life was "shut up, Rhett."
I think
so much so that
go ahead.
My friends used it as a meme whenever I would be talking too much. They would send a picture of me and it would just say "shut up, Rhett" on it in the meme text.
I have a bad habit of just like being very punny. Yeah, it's funny, but sometimes it's like not at the right time sometimes.
That's never a bad thing.
So, if you had to delete all but 3 apps from your smartphone, which ones would you keep out of 3?
Calculator, Notes app, and YouTube. Not even Internet or whatever, but YouTube.
Okay.
Because YouTube, you can do everything.
That's true.
But not the Internet.
That is true.
What about you?
For me, it'd probably be YouTube, SiriusXM, and Spotify.
But you can use YouTube like Spotify.
Okay, yes and no. If you pay for a premium subscription, you don't. And you turn off your screen, it stops.
Fair.
Unless you pay for it, then yeah.
I found something. If you have an iPhone, there's a way around it. You have to do that thing where it becomes like a little pop out in the corner of your screen, and then you can turn your screen off and the video will continue playing.
Oh, wow.
But it doesn't always work. But when it does, game changer.
What's left on your bucket list?
I'm not sure if that was a sound effect or that was just impeccable timing.
No, I just literally took this deck of cards and just like kind of clinked it onto the table.
It made a perfect bucket sound.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that. I unintentionally did that.
That's why I was just like, it's either impeccable timing or you have really good factors at the soundboard.
No, I don't have that sound out there.
As for bucket list, I don't even know. I feel like being able to dial one in is getting harder to do when like so many quote unquote once in a lifetime events are occurring throughout our lifetime anyway.
That's true.
Or reunions as well for certain bands where it's just like, oh, I never thought I'd be able to see X, Y, and Z, and just like back after 30 years.
Yeah, those ones are like, oh man, when it happens, but you're paying an arm and a leg sometimes.
Merciful Fate.
Yeah. Didn't they just play? Or didn't they get back together? Oh, no. They had gone back together. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did that tour happen or?
Yeah, it did.
Damn it! I guess I missed it.
Cause I believe so. Yeah, I remember Merciful Fate tour. You're gonna have to give me a second.
No, you're fine. I'd probably October or something is when it was.
Oh no!
Unless it's
so. Oh wow! Merciful Fate played their final North American show headlining tour November 16th.
Yeah, it's because around that time I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off.
Oh, here we go. It was Merciful Fate with special guest Creator and Midnight.
Oh, that's a perfect tour.
And they played where were the dates? The YouTube Theater. It was October 29th.
It would have made up for the King Diamond Halloween.
Oh man, I had tickets for that. Me and my buddy had tickets for that, and well, we had to get rid of them. Couldn't get out to the show. We ended up selling them.
It was at the Wiltern, right? I believe it was at the Wiltern.
I believe so. It was. Man, I regret not seeing King Diamond.
I'm sure King Diamond will still do stuff. If Merciful Fate is doing stuff now, that seems to be in pretty good health again.
Oh yeah,
it's always up and down.
It looks like Rex Brown had to sit out on one of the Pantera music celebration shows because he caught a bit of COVID. So they had 2 bass players step in to fill in for him when I think this was one of the first couple shows in Mexico. Or
that deepens it to me. Just because it's Phil. Phil isn't even the original vocalist of Pantera.
He's not?
No, there was someone before him when they used to be a hair metal band.
Oh, that's right. I had to look back on that.
It's an era that not many people know of. The fact that you know of it.
Yeah, because I've seen the photos of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because Vinny and Dime, they were huge into Dime was a huge Kiss fan. Same with Vinny. Mm-hmm. So they were into that whole era. And if you look back at an old Pantera photo, the glitz and glam when they were before they were who they were. And it's interesting because the recent anniversary of Dime's passing, I believe, is not too long ago. No? Am I wrong?
Almost. It's been 20 years now. No, 2006, I believe.
To what date?
It was
Because didn't he get murdered on like the anniversary of John Lennon?
It was December 8th, 2004, so almost 20 years.
Yeah, and John Lennon was assassinated in 1980 on the same date, December 8th.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, one was in public and one was on stage by an ex-Marine.
Yeah, it was R.I.P. Dimebag.
Yeah, and all because he didn't feel about Damaged Planet as he did Pantera.
If only sounds terrible, but I would have rather had been Phil over Dimebag. Just like I feel it should have been Lars. This is really messed up for me to say things like that. I'm realizing what I'm saying as it's coming out of my mouth, and I'm just like, you can't say these things.
Yeah, no. I'll fix that. I'll edit that out.
Yeah, no need to. I know the should have been Lars thing is a big thing in the Metallica community.
So who knows?
Unfortunately, there's a big thing where a lot of people say that Metallica clipped it all.
Metallica clipped it all. Oh man! All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Anything last things you want to say, Brutal Brett?
Floor is yours.
All right. Well, that does it for this super manic episode. So we're gonna try to squeeze another one in before the whole year ends. If not, we'll catch you next year. Go to funneverendspodcast.com. Go to our YouTube and subscribe and such. So we'll come back with another episode, and maybe this year, maybe next year. But there's going to be one day we're going to do this in person. So when time permits, of course. But all right. This has been an episode of Fun Never Ends Podcast. I'm Brutal Brett. Yeah, I'm not Brutal Brett. For Brutal Brett and myself, this has been Fun Never Ends Podcast. I'm Metalhead Nelson. Over and out.